Question for you. How is your financial health? Well, our next guest says when you combine tax advice with retirement planning strategies, great things can happen. But there are some things that you need to know, some changes that could significantly impact your family. I want you to meet Bruce Hostler. He is the founder and principal of Hostler Wealth Management with some details. It's great to have you on Sonoran Living, Bruce. And you are bringing to our attention this morning something that a lot of people haven't heard of. It's called the Secure Act. What is it and what does it mean to us?
Thank you, Terry. It's great to see you this morning. The Secure Act was passed in December of 2019. And the biggest part of that is that it limited the stretch IRA. No longer can we leave the IRA to our children to take the income out over their remaining life. They now have to pay the taxes and draw it out in just 10 years.
Okay, so in the past, they could stretch it out, it could build interest and grow, but now we have a time limit. Yes. What does that mean? How does that impact us financially, or them, I should say?
Well, it means as soon as you pass away, the clock begins running and your children only have 10 years to get it out. And if they're not getting good advice, imagine that they waited, you had $1 million IRA, it doubles in 10 years, and then they wait till the last minute and take it all out, $2 million taxable in 1 year. It'd be a travesty. Well, the other thing that affects them then is that they have to start adding that income on top of their regular earning income. So it is a big tax increase to your children.
Yeah. Okay. So anybody sitting at home right now, and this is all news to you, it's okay. It was news to me too, because this actually just passed in December of 2019. How many people are you finding don't even realize that this act was created?
The financial planning community is just barely realizing right now how important this issue is and coming up with ways for us to manage this and to provide a secondary backup way for the children to stretch those payments out over their remaining life.
Okay, so this 10-year rule, and there's always exceptions to every rule, right, Bruce? What are the exceptions for that?
So we have exceptions. Obviously, if you're married, your spouse is an exception, so they can continue to take RMDs based on their lifetime. Also, if you have a beneficiary that has a chronic illness or a disability, or if you have a minor child under age of majority until they reach age of majority, they can continue to stretch. And then if you have perhaps a sibling or someone else that's less than 10 years younger than you, they can continue to do stretch. But everyone else, they have to take it out and pay the tax in 10 years.
Oh, that is so wrong. So wrong. All right. So I want to talk about Roth IRAs because those are a different type of IRA. Explain what they are and why it makes a Roth IRA so advantageous right now.
So what you don't want to have is your children to have that big tax bill when they have to pull the IRA out. So if you strategically plan right now and begin to convert your IRA to a Roth IRA, when they have to take it out, they can do that, but it's income tax free. The other benefit is they can wait the entire 10 years and at the very last minute, take it out income tax free. And all that growth during the 10 years, it has grown income tax free for that full 10 years after your passing.
So you can convert. It doesn't matter how much money you have in a different IRA. You can actually.
Correct. It doesn't matter if you're Bill Gates, how much you make or how much you have. Everyone has the right to convert their traditional IRA to a Roth IRA.
Oh my gosh, Bruce, my feet have been swept out from underneath me when we started talking about this earlier. So thank you so much. Really good information. And it's really, really important to get the proper financial advice right now to move forward.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, let me give you Bruce's information. He also has a really good explanation of what the Secure Act is on his website. It really helped me understand it a lot better too. So you can check it out. Just visit hostlerwealthmanagement.com. And if you want more information, you can reach out to Bruce at 480-994-7342.